Hello, everybody. It is time for general election reading 2, since a lot can happen on the campaign trail and a lot of the predictions from the first reading have come to pass. For example, Rishi had a headache, a massive headache with a Virgo. And on the day I put that reading out, Michael Gove resigned, and Michael Gove is a Virgo. We've also had Starmer in a bit of a pickle because of Diane Abbott. He did get in a pickle. We also had a little bit of a bounce while Starmer was in a pickle for Sunak. And then that's come crashing down because Nigel Farage has now entered the chat. And Nigel Farage is pretty popular, I've got to say. I've noticed online on X, he's like Marmite. People either love him or they hate him. A bit like the Donald, a bit like Boris, a bit like Jeremy Corbyn even. Not, I mean, personality necessarily, but definitely in reaction from people in the public. So we are going to do like we did last time, but we are not looking at Richard Tice. We are looking at Nigel Farage. Now, like I say, even like I said, there was going to be like eggs or milkshake or something like that coming up. And unfortunately, Nigel has had milkshake pelted at him, which is, I mean, it's still assault, people. Come on, I know it's a soft object, but it's still, it's not good. It doesn't matter who the politician was. Even if you like them, you don't like them. That's just, it's just attention seeking, really, isn't it? So, who to start off with? We'll start off with Rishi, and then we'll move on to Farage, and then we'll move on to Starmer. So the question really is how's Rishi going to cope with Nigel entering the chat? Let's have a look. Oh, the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Rods. He is going to go on the attack and say he's been on the defense. He isn't even footed in this situation. He is a little bit on a wobble. Put it that way. You were potentially going to see some character assassinations from Mr. Sunak. We've got the King of Pentacles in reverse crossing over. There is an issue with an earth sign man that is bothering him. So we're looking at Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That being said, it could be something with money donations and bringing in finances to the Tory party. There might be some difficult fundraising. There might be some difficulties with members leaving. The Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. There is issues with money. And the Sun in reverse. Oh, he is really regretting doing this in the summer. Now, I feel like he knew he was going to lose. I feel like there's going to be like some kind of comment like we should have waited till winter. I think there's going to be a driving force around that. The Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. I wonder if the wait until winter thing is going to come out, because right up until yesterday, everyone thought Farage was going to go and help the Donald out in the US with Donald's campaign to be re-elected president. I mean, when you think about it, both presidential candidates are in the US are up for re-election. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now that's potentially an earth sign woman. I wonder if an earth sign woman's going to defect. So that could be Rishi's image he's concerned about. He might be getting pressure to leave. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse, that could be a defection, you know. The Knight of Cups is in reverse. Oh. That Knight of Cups in reverse, it's almost like poetic when you want to destroy yourself. What do they have it? The 27 Club with rock stars? Well, Rishi's just kind of like committing, ending his governmental career. It's almost like he doesn't know it's driving him. 4th of July, he wants to get up and go. They're going to go to America. And he's thinking it's a poignant thing. It's either his Independence Day or he may have made some emotional promises about, or tried to make some emotional promises about standing down if the Tories win. I think this guy always thought he'd be out. Like, I think he'd be out by midwinter if they won the Wheel of Fortune. He thinks this is bad luck. He really just thinks this is unfortunate timing. And there is the Lovers in reverse. That could be, well, link into a Gemini. Now, 2 politicians I've just mentioned, Boris and Donald, are both Geminis. But so one of them could say something that would frustrate Rishi. However, this is very much about splitting the vote in the Tories as well, and that Wheel of Fortune, unfortunate timing. The 5 of Pentacles, he's worried about completely destroying the party and putting them on the outside. And the 10 of Cups, a very unhappy families. The Tory party is about to eat itself. Absolutely. The Strength card in reverse. He is going to get weakened and be seen potentially as weak, and something like quite aggressive, but passive aggressive energy. There's going to be something that's not going to make him look great. He's potentially about to be owned by a Leo as well. So that's interesting. I don't know. I know Starmer is a Virgo and Farage is an Aries. So they wouldn't fit with the Strength card, but he's gonna seem weak and passive aggressive somehow. I wonder if there's going to be something. Do you know when they caught that open mic a few years ago? Probably about 10 years ago now. God, time done off. Like, there was a British politician called Gordon Brown, and he ended up slagging off somebody he met on the campaign trail. And he still had a mic on from the TV people. Anyway, it got picked up and it was all over the place. So, how's Nigel Farage going to fare in all of this? Let's have a look. Sunak. Ten of Swords. There's been a betrayal. Very public. That could be the milkshake, to be fair. Let's have a look. And 7 of Swords crossing over. Interesting. 4 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups. He doesn't want to walk away from it. He can't walk away from it. That's what's been putting pressure on him. Can't walk away from it. The Seven of Swords crossing over him. I feel like the Four of Cups, sometimes the tarot is just like really literal. I think he's focusing the Four of Cups. Look, it's what's happened today. The milkshake incident. The Ten of Swords being betrayed. There's potentially that somebody didn't do all the security checks around there. The Seven of Swords. We know that he's got the Seven of Swords crossing over because Richard Tice sacrificed his position willingly. I don't think Farage has taken this decision lightly at all. Let's see what's leaving the situation. The Moon. Four of Wands. He is going to have some victories. The Moon, I feel like there's stuff that is going to come to light from that's been going on in the background. I think these Tories, and I think there may be some deflection deals. Let's have a look. Now, who is Farage thinking of at this minute? You've got the King of Pentacles, so it's in the positive. So I know that Reform, I was reading some article on it, and they've got their donations have went through the roof, massively through the roof. So there is some while the Tories are losing money, Farage is like is good money. He's got money. They've got money to do what they need to do. They've got it. They've got money to do beyond what they think they need to do. And there's also an essence here as well. Like they feel they've got the support there that's going to like bring people out. There is going to be some more kind of like triumphant-y things coming in. Now, these cards are not for all of the election. This is just what's going to happen in the next week or so, because the stuff that happens in elections, it happens real quick. Eight of Wands. They've got the money. The Eight of Wands, the communication is going really, really well. Really well. They're getting people riled up. They're getting people talking. Eight of Swords. What he's hoping to do is break out and break down the current binary politics, if you know what I mean. We've got, just like you've got in America, we've got red versus blue, apart from you switch over the colors. So like the more kind of socialist ones are red and the Tories are blue. But he's hoping to break through that narrative with the light blue party. And there we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like Sunak's going to do something here. Or there's potential there with a younger candidate that has been a little bit stupid with cash. Bit of a show off, a bit of a spender. Something's gone wrong with the Knight of Pentacles. That doesn't mean that that is going to be the outcome of the election. Far from it. This can all be happening in a week, but I feel like there's some deflection going to come. There's something going on. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Let's have a look at Starmer. Now, the reason I'm not doing the Lib Dems and the Greens and the SNP, I might do the SNP one week, but the real reason is because around here, everybody tends to vote like Labour where I live. There's like, you could put a monkey in a suit and give it a Labour sign, and like people will vote for it because people just don't like think, I guess. Like that. They don't think, because the Labour Party that Corbyn represented is vastly different to the Labour Party Starmer represents. So it's kind of more like a new Labour vibe that Starmer's got going on. Let's have a look at Starmer. Now, Starmer is a Virgo. I do think he will end up, once he gets into power, I do think he'll end up ditching Angela Rayner. He very much had her in the past, last time we did a reading on him. Four of Pentacles, loss of control straight away. He is concerned about loss of control. Nigel's entering the chat has really, really screwed people up, hasn't it? And there's a big risk here. Okay. Five of Pentacles. Underneath, we have the Nine of Cups. So he's concerned about losing some control of the narrative. The Nine of Cups, though, suggests to me that he is quite self-satisfied that the Tories are not getting anywhere into power. Like, he's already celebrating this. But the Four of Pentacles suggests to me that there's something going out of control. And the Five of Pentacles, he doesn't want to be out of vogue with the voters. The Fool is in reverse, so there is potentially a big risk he is about to take. What time I'm recording this? It's 17:27 on June the 4th. Page of Swords. There's been a lot of chatter about Diane Abbott, hasn't there? Oh dear. We have the Devil in reverse coming up for him. Seven of Wands, very much on the defensive about something. Okay. What's surrounding him, though? The Eight of Swords being able to break out. He is concerned that the binary will break out, that people will be forced, that there will be a new makeup of Parliament. The Devil in reverse. There's going to be some uncomfortable stuff that comes out regarding some Labour members, put it that way. It's gonna be obsessive. It's gonna be embarrassing, I would have said, for Starmer. He's got the potential as well to be getting a bit of a kick in the old gonads from a Capricorn. Judgment. What he's scared of is that Overton window moving. Okay. He doesn't like everybody. He doesn't want people's and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Now, I'm not like massive politically. But he is not happy with some news that comes out. Or reform. Is it reform? Yeah, it's reform. Oh, reform gonna basically break things up. The 8 of Wands in reverse, the 5 of Pentacles. This dude is worried about losing seats to reform or losing vote share to reform, that's for sure. Huh. That didn't make much sense because, like, oh, I don't know. Why would he be so worried? Rishi's destroyed by it. But this dude is, Starmer is too. 7 of Wands, he's already preparing on the defensive. What's surrounding him is this breakthrough, this push to get past these two things. And there's somebody coming in with the devil. The devil energy is in reverse. There's going to be some uncomfortable stuff happening with Starmer. Or Starmer's campaign, Starmer's party. Potentially there's going to be something to do with corruption, which will be very interesting. I wonder if the girl who chucked Milkshake over Farage is anything to do with the Labour Party. The 8 of Wands in reverse. He's going to have a lot of stories happening that he's not going to particularly like, and he's frightened of the open window changing. Let's see how this all transpires, and I'll do another reading if all of this comes to light. It's going to be a long June. Put it that way, guys. If you're in the UK, buckle up. This is going to be long. It's going to feel like forever, but it's a lot's going to happen in the next until the 4th of July. Put it that way. That's what I see in the cards. This can all happen sooner or later. I'm still waiting for a couple of things to pan out from the first reading I did, but I believe that'll be coming. But there is going to be plenty of drama in the next weeks. So buckle up, guys. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you've enjoyed the readings. Let me know what you think, and I will do some more political readings for you at a later date. Take care, everyone. Bye.